Angela.
Man, you are way too kind and generous with your comments, and I didn't think we were supposed to be drinking before our TGIF meeting, so we may need to revisit that policy. But with that said, um, Angela, I'm so excited to evaluate you and look at the progress that you've made from your first speech to where we are today. You, especially in this Zoom environment, it's very difficult to exude energy and positivity. And you hit us right out of the gates with the years that you've gone through and what you have been trying to focus on and learn. And you told us that you learned so much about yourself. We could actually, or at least I could, and I think by the comments, you could feel that wisdom and that power and that confidence just jump through the screen. And that's very difficult to do. Even though we've all been doing this now for about a year, it's still very difficult to get that energy flowing in the room, and you definitely did that. um, I think the great thing about you, especially with your speech today, you are always explaining the vulnerability that you have and why you've chosen this speech or this topic. And John has taught us, Maureen, Jesse, I, probably everybody on this screen has taught us that vulnerability really leads to probably the best stories and the best speeches that we've heard. We heard it in Anita's passion about going to New York. We heard it in Leslie's speech about her job and how she's trying to separate the facts for us. So when we had that vulnerability and when we had that level of authentic you, like what you gave us, that's a great story. And you told a really great story. Now, the one critique that I would offer is that I think we needed a little more setup in the introduction to tell us what we were about to hear. You just kind of zoomed right into what you wanted to talk about, which isn't always a bad thing, but eliminating a strong introduction sometimes has that back effect of that strong tie-in. Now, I feel like you tied things in really well. You listed out a bunch of things and how you can get, how you were going to get to all of us as far as being positive and having that vibe. You did that, but I think if you had that stronger introduction to set it up for us, we'd kind of know where you were going on this journey. And then by tying it all together in a strong closing allows us to take that breath, complete that journey, and go, gosh, what a great speech. Now, today, I think everybody said off the charts, great speech, Angela. So kudos to you. Great job. Keep it going. Can't wait to hear about the next part.